the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday morning, March 11th. I'm James Spann. The most widespread rain will likely stay on the western side of the state over the next day or so. Let's go ahead and check out the weekend weather. What do you say? Our system has been over Mexico, beginning to lift out. This morning, the upper low is centered over the Rio Grande of far south Texas. At least we're getting that thing back into the American upper air network. That should allow for better model guidance. And you can see just a lot of rain ahead of that thing. In our state, early this morning, that was the radar at 5:06. The bigger rains were west of I-65. We think that's where the best rains will stay today, tonight, and during the day tomorrow. There's a wider view. You can see the most widespread rain over Mississippi and Louisiana, and some huge storms coming through New Orleans early this morning. Severe thunderstorm warnings, flash flood warnings in effect. That's not a good way to start the day. That could kick off some pretty serious flooding there. Starting off the day in the 60s, Birmingham at 66. We'll expect a high back in the 70s today. The air noticeably colder around the Great Lakes, the upper Midwest, but we're not going to feel that for a while. We do expect to see cooler air in about a week, as you'll see. There's the watch warning map to start today. You can see the flash flooding problems across parts of Mississippi and some of the adjacent states. In Alabama, 3 counties are under a flash flood watch down in extreme southwest Alabama: Choctaw, Washington, and Mobile, and many counties and parishes over Louisiana and Mississippi under flash flood warnings as the day begins. But on the positive side, organized severe weather today, not expected. Same thing tomorrow. This is the day 2 outlook. However, on day 3, which is Sunday, the SPC guys have defined a slight risk, which is the standard risk for places like Little Rock, Shreveport, Monroe, and the Mississippi Delta. A marginal risk into extreme northwest Alabama. And we'll take a look at that as we go. Rain for the next 5 days. Valid through Wednesday morning of next week. The big numbers down around Mobile. They might receive over 3 or 4 inches of rain, and the amounts taper off as you go farther northeast with 1/2 inch or less for much of north and east Alabama. Right, model fans, here we go. The GFS, this is the 06Z run, valid today at noon. By the way, the time changes, this weekend, so we won't have these. The model runs will come back an hour slower on our standard time, around our local time here. Anyway, this is the 06Z run, valid today at noon. Upper low over deep south Texas. Again, the GFS suggesting the really heavy rain will stay west of the state, Mississippi and Louisiana, and west Alabama. Here's the HER today at 2 o'clock. And again, I-65 seems to be the magic boundary. And understand, yes, you could see some shower action over east Alabama, but you can see the most widespread rain should be west of I-65. And really, things don't change much at 6 o'clock this evening. So if you're in Tuscaloosa or Fayette or Hamilton or Haleyville or Demopolis or Greensboro or Utah, it's going to be a wet, rainy day today. But if you're in Anniston, Gadsden, Ashland, Alexander City, not much rain at all. Tomorrow, the upper low begins to lift out and fill. And really, this doesn't look all that wet, and the high-res NAM doesn't look all that wet. Certainly, yes, there is a chance of showers on Saturday, but maybe you can squeeze in some outdoor events if you need to. Saturday night, this is when the dynamic support should be increasing. We think the rain will be increasing Saturday night, and this is Sunday. The upper trough begins to lift away and the showers should diminish. So again, we're thinking perhaps over the weekend the most widespread rain will be Saturday night into Sunday morning. Maybe a strong storm. You see that surface low is north of St. Louis. And we get that marginal risk for the northwestern corner of the state. But again, I just don't expect any big severe weather problems. And we stay very mild over the weekend with highs holding in the 70s. Monday should be a mostly dry day. This is suggesting maybe a few lingering showers over northeast Alabama. Mid-70s are likely. This is Tuesday. We'll be up close to 80. And we note that very deep surface low that is east of Des Moines. That's under 990 millibars with a trailing front. The question is, will the front pick up moisture and become active. We'll go to Wednesday. That low is down to 973 millibars. You talk about a howling wind around the Great Lakes. But this is suggesting we got a dry air mass with no rain. We go to Wednesday night, surface highs right on top of us. Just yesterday we had a cold front coming through with rain and storms. Now this shows nothing, and Thursday we are dry. So confidence is not very high about the middle of next week, but obviously we'll start to back off on the chance of rain Wednesday night as the models have come in much drier. And this is a week from today, Friday, March 18th. And hey, troughing coming in here and a cooler air mass dropping in. You can see a chance of snow around the Great Lakes. And this is where temperatures get back to where they should be. This is the end of the forecast period, Sunday, March the 20th, the trough rotating northeast, and we are cool and dry. Anomalies March 18th through the 24th. You can see they're getting back to where they should be around here, and the numbers reflect that cooler air toward the end of next week and that following weekend, March 19th and the 20th. Highs in the mid-60s and lows in the 40s, and it just might be colder than that. We'll see. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. Can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side. ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.